Hello, actors. It is Wendy Alane Wright. So, your job as an actor is to become a pro. The same way an athlete's job is to become a pro, it does not happen overnight. I want you to get rid of the thought that this shit happens overnight. Nothing about this business happens overnight. All right? You don't get married on the first date. You might get laid on the first date, but you don't get married on the first date. Okay? You're not going to marry the first agent you meet. Agents don't marry amateurs who don't know how to act. Agents and managers don't marry actors who don't have acting classes, who don't have acting training, don't have headshots, don't have acting clips. We don't care about that. We're not interested in that. We want you when you're ready to play in the major leagues. Because when an agent or manager submits you to casting, we only make money if you book the job. So if you're not at the level of booking the job, we don't have any need for you at all. So I'm talking like a manager to you right now. I'm not here to make everybody feel happy. So if you don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. We don't need people who can't book jobs. Agents and managers only get paid when the actor books a job. So the only actors we want are bookers. Makes sense though, right? So if you're not a booker, what do we need you for? How can you prove to us that you're a booker? Well, we can look at your resume and see all the other jobs you've booked. That proves to us that you're a booker. You booked 6 student films and 8 short films and 6 web series and 2 industrials and 4 non-union features. You're a booker. I will take a chance and put you on my roster because you've already proven that you can book. Then some Joe Schmo comes along. I want to be an actor. Well, what have you done? I took an acting class. Okay, well, come back when you've actually created something that's worth my time and energy. Now, I'm saying that as a manager. As a human being, I love actors. I love that you're taking your first acting class. I love that you're following your dream. You better be following your dream. It's your life. You better be doing it. But to sell yourself as a professional in a professional market, we don't want amateurs. Come back when you're ready to play the game at the professional level. That's why getting an agent is not your next step. Developing your package is. What's my package? Your casting networks profile and your actors access profile. This is critical. If you're an actor in this group and you don't have an actors access profile and you live in the United States, you're not even in the game. In fact, you're out in the fucking parking lot. You're in the parking lot. All right. Same if you want to be an actor and you're trying to get an agent and you don't have a casting networks profile, you're out in the parking lot. You're not even in the stadium. You're certainly not on the field. All right. So why is that important? Because there are rules in this game the game is already being played and you need to learn what they are. That's what we say in this group when we say things like learn the business. What we mean is learn the game. If you said, and this goes with anything, this goes for anything, I want to be an astronaut. Okay, can I just go to Cape Canaveral in Florida and knock on their door and ask them to put me in a spaceship? Well, if you're Elon Musk, I suppose you could get on his thing for $10 million. But you know what I'm saying? To be an astronaut, you have to go through rigorous training to be an astronaut that takes years of preparation. You have to learn how to do things underwater and with no gravity. You have to sustain severe conditions. You have to learn all kinds of technical things. And only a handful of people trained to be astronauts ever get into space. But you won't be one of those ones that goes to space if you don't do all of that training to prepare you to be chosen. So becoming an astronaut, becoming a doctor. You don't just go to the hospital and with your knife and you're like, I'm ready to be a surgeon. Give me a body. I'm going to cut it open and start operating on people. Anything you want to do takes training. Acting is no different. When I'm in this group and I hear actors say stupid things like, do I need to take acting classes? You know me, my conversation. I get sarcastic and say, no, you can just fucking show up on a Spielberg set and just start acting with Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. Of course you need acting classes. How do you think you're going to learn to act? Well, I'm a natural. Okay. A natural what? Well, I can speak, I can talk, I can walk. Yeah, so can everybody else. But acting is a craft. Well, not everyone, because some people are disabled and can't. So let's be grateful we can. Acting is a craft. It's a craft. It's a skill. It's a skill to take 10 pages of dialogue and figure out how to break that down in a compelling and interesting way. And if you don't know how to do that, you're not in the game. And you cannot learn how to do that overnight. You cannot learn how to do that overnight. It takes time. This is where the time takes place. I don't want you spending time learning how to play the game because I'm telling you how to play it. So you don't need to go out there and trial and error to figure out how to play because I got a blueprint. I'm telling you how to do it. But what will take time is the practice of doing the game, the practice. You go to the game, the practices every week, every month, every year until you get good enough to get a spot on the field. And then you play and you play and you play until you get good enough that what you do becomes consistent. And they can trust you that every time they put you in, you're going to perform. That trust does not happen in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It takes years. So get the mentality out of your head that becoming an actor takes a year.